If you, like me, always wanted to play fast, but currently you're getting stuck on the simplest lines, then this video is for those who want to learn what picking mistakes to avoid so you can finally start shredding. And if you're new here, then welcome. It's so great to have you here. My name is Lukas and I help guitar players to get over that intermediate rut to finally get their playing where it deserves to be after all those years. If interested, then link in the description, and without further ado, let's dive in. Because if you've been playing for a guitar for a while now and still not able to shred, then there might be a few things along the way that are holding you back. Mainly if you feel like your hand is cramping up as you try to play faster. One of the most common mistakes I come across is holding the pick just with the tip of your fingers like a pencil, which results in needing to apply way more pressure in order for the pick to stay in place when picking the strings. That's why relearning how to hold your pick can have a massive impact on your playing going forward. Of course, there are several ways how you can do it, and you can hold the pick any way you want if it works for you. But if you're here as your grip from some reason is not working, then here is what you can try. Grab your index and thumb and position them so they're parallel to each other. And then all you've got to do is just slide the pick in between. As you can see, now you're covering most of the pick's surface, which allows you to apply way less pressure when playing. Which brings me to the second common mistake, and that is applying a death grip on the pick when playing fast. Of course, your pressure will change based on what you're playing. That's why you need to become aware of it and be able to be in charge. So when you have some brutal down picking riff, you can go as hard on it as you want. But if you want to shred, play as fast as possible, then applying too much pressure will only slow you down and also sound not very nice. So the moment you relax your pick, not only it will allow you to go faster, but it will also sound more pleasant. And if you're asking how can you tell what type of pressure is optimal, then here is a test you can do. When you're picking, have a look at whether the flesh under your thumbnail is changing the color as you apply the pressure. The moment you see the flesh starting to change color as you squeeze your pick, you know that's just way too much pressure. I literally just slot my pick in between the fingers, nice and relaxed, and that's it, without tensing anything up, because the more you tense up, the less breathing you do, less oxygen your muscle gets, and the faster you cramp up and fatigue. Alright, so keep it nice and relaxed. And the last third common mistake is the angle of your pick. We live in a day and age where everyone talks about only two ways of picking, and that is either your downward pick slanter or upward pick slanter. So let's first understand what they are, and then let me explain why I don't care about it. So downward pick slanting is when you tilt your wrist facing down, so it makes it easier changing the strings on downstroke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Upward pick slanting is tilting the wrist in the other direction, so you're outside the strings, making it easier to change the strings below on the upstroke. 1, 2, 3, 1. Down, up, down, up. Now, what do you do when you have different groupings on strings and you end up changing one string on the downstroke and then the next string on the upstroke? Do you just keep rotating your wrist with every string? This, from my experience and also my students, makes it so confusing, because not only you're paying attention to what you're actually playing, where on the neck you are, how your fingers are positioned, how much pressure you're applying, but also making sure you keep rotating your wrist up and down. That's just too much. The goal is to be as flexible as possible when playing, no matter how many strings you're playing. Any line, no matter how many notes are on each string. And that's exactly why I keep my wrist perfectly in the middle, allowing me to play any random groupings without having to worry whether I need to use the upward or upward pick slanting. And if you want to give it a try, here is how you do it. You take the pick and place it on the string perfectly flat. and then you just grab it and naturally apply a little tilt to it. I hope you will benefit from it as much as my students did, and you'll soon be able to shred at the speed you always dreamt about. But make sure to now put everything into practice. That's why I've prepared this 5-minute alternate picking workout that covers all of the important aspects and key movements of shredding that we just went through. So by the end of it, you'll be able to just shred across the entire neck. And if there are more things you want to master on the guitar but currently getting overwhelmed and just wish you could have the structure in place that covers all of the important aspects of modern guitar playing, that like a yellow brick road guarantees to take your playing to that advanced level full stop, then check out the link in the description. No webinar, no free training, no hand over your email, sign up for my newsletter. It's just a video of me telling you how I can help you to get that. Either way, I want to thank you so much for being here. You're the pure reason why I make these videos. So if you decide to support this channel by subscribing to it, then that would really make my day. And I would just love you for the support you're giving me. So thank you so much for doing that if you want to. Thanks again for being here. I hope you have an amazing day and see you in the next video. Bye!